redos of classic games that I played at the very beginning of my YouTube career. We could do a retrospective event where all day long we watch old content and I kind of react to it.
Okay, is something gonna work?
Among other things, like it was Arkham, had made a special tier maker that's actually going to be all of the games that I ranked Game of the Year awards for the past 12 years, and actually now in the modern day ranking those games against each other, from a modern perspective as opposed to the perspective of each year.
I see chat, though.
It's going to be interesting to see how those games have aged and if I still think that they're good or not. So that's just a few ideas of things that we can actually do. And maybe she can think up some things to bake and or cook, like recipes. Maybe we could find a cookbook that relates somehow to my history on YouTube. I don't know what it would be. I have to think about it.
For some reason,
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
everything.
if she can participate in that way, she would love it because she's a good cook and she really enjoyed doing those recipes for us yesterday. And
chat,
that's just awesome that she got to be a part of it.
Maybe.
Didn't put herself in harm's way. No potential for harassment or anything like that. And but she was very happy at the end of the day. I mean, that's really awesome. So, thank you guys. Anyone who was here yesterday, anyone who participated
gave you a fuck
in any
ton of money,
way, whether you just watched, whether you actually engaged and talked in the chat, whether you contributed in any way, whether you had a suggestion, a comment.
Yeah, I said that encoding stopped working.
Much. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, it's all good.
That was weird.
As you know, Spartanius one says, have her cook the very first thing you cooked on Poorly Cooking with the King. Oh, no. I mean, I made terrible things. I made, like, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, burgers, right?
And you pour the grease down the drain.
What did I make back then? I don't even remember the stuff that I made because it was just, not good stuff that I was making. I really don't remember what I made. Have her make her own versions of what I made on Poorly Cooking with the King to blow us away and show us how good she is as a cook, right? Okay. Anyway, so it was great. Content all week, right? The content on this channel's live, content on DSP Reacts all week. Great event. Really, really pleased with how it went. Now, here's our next challenge, okay? Now we have to figure out, what do we want to do next, okay? You guys liked this themed event so much, I would be down for another themed style event. But what would it be? Or do you want to do a long-form React event in June? All right, that's the challenge we have right now. We have to figure this out, okay? What exactly do we want to do next month? Because I'm down for either. You want to do a long-form event of reacting? Let's talk about channels on YouTube that you like. Whether you want me to go back to a channel I've already done, like Frederick Knudsen or June the King. Whether you want me to do something comedy-wise, like Internet Historian, something new. Whatever it is,
encoding error.
Do that. Or
everything crashed. Womp womp.
Maybe you're not interested.
It happens, I guess.
In doing.
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen it happen
here. You want to do another themed event here on DSP Gaming, right? I'd be down for that too. I had so much fun yesterday.
Face rig stopped working.
But the question is, what kind of a themed event do you want to see?
And all of a sudden the stream stopped working.
I don't know. I mean, next month, here's what's going on next month. We've got Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, and Final Fantasy 16. Those are the three big ones. Okay. Now, there's other stuff as well. Don't get me wrong. But those are the three giant things happening during the course of the month. So, do you want something in relation to those? I feel like here's the thing. If Street Fighter 6 comes out, and we did a crazy fun marathon day of me trying characters in online play and community play in Street Fighter 6, that'd be great, but we just did Street Fighter. So even though it would be pertinent, I feel like double Street Fighter.
Are you trying to get out of playing Street Fighter 6 now?
So I don't think that doing Street Fighter twice in a row works. But then what other kind of event would you like to see? Maybe a throwback, a throwback classic games event where I play.
Are you seriously trying to get out of playing Street Fighter 6 already?
For the first time ever, which I've never done. Or playing classic Mega Man games with challenges on there or something like that. We think I don't know. I want to talk to you guys about it so we can figure this out.
Why are you trying to get out of playing Street Fighter 6? You should be hyping up Street Fighter 6, not trying to get out of it.
Today, we really need
what is wrong with you?
Start discussing this, because if we don't figure this out soon, time's going to catch up on us. As soon as June hits, we're going to be so busy with all the new stuff coming out. Time is going to
how about you play the games instead of talking for hours?
Right? And so that being said, I don't want to get backed up, and next thing you know, now we can't do anything special, because these special events are good. So every day now, I think on the podcast or, otherwise on the streams, give me your feedback if you can. Let's begin the discussion this week. hopefully by the end of maybe next week, so the end of May, we'll have some good ideas, and maybe we can actually start maybe voting on them or whatever. Because I'm down for whatever, but, you know, I don't want to just forget about it, because I know it's going to be a busy month, but I don't want to have it be left as an afterthought, and then we're trying to either rush to do something or we end up doing nothing. Speaking of that, there is no Ask the King this month. Originally, Ask the King, my Q&A show, was supposed to be this month, but we've bumped it. It's going to, at the earliest, be next month, but might even be bumped to early July.
You remember, if you pay, what is it, $20 on Patreon,
right now,
you get a question and answer on
all
Ask
the
the King.
games that I'm playing. I need
Eventually,
to make maximum progress in everything.
Months from
and
now.
I can't be taking time away now from streams to be doing, you know, Ask the King, especially when I'm doing Q&A every day with you guys. So it will return. Ask the King is not canceled.
Did a marathon of old games instead of playing new ones.
On hiatus so I could focus on the stuff going on. Speaking of which, I think now it's a good idea for us to talk about what's coming up. So today, after the Level 1 podcast, we're continuing with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Last time around, we were planet hopping, and we had arrived at Jeddah for the second time. We're now in this big, like, temple dungeon area in Jeddah where there's heavy winds, and we're trying to figure out how to maneuver around it. Seems like a pretty unique and fun area. Also, I'm using the broad saber, which essentially is a broadsword version of the lightsaber that's really powerful, and I really enjoy this combat style. So I'm looking forward to more of that on the first stream here. On the late stream tonight, it is end game of Oblivion.
More, you guys give me
we are
money.
basically at the very end of the game with only 1 or 2 missions left to do before
we wrap it up. You better beat it before June hits.
The question is, do I want to just turbo through and beat the game, or do I want to actually do what they kind of intend you to do, which is go to each major city and close an incredibly challenging Oblivion gate outside of each city? Each one has this major challenging gate that's like a gauntlet of stuff, and I'd be okay with doing it as long as you guys want to see me do it. If you guys are like, meh, don't do it, well, then we don't have to do that. Instead, we could just rush kind of finish it. I mean, it's really up to you. Let's see how you guys feel tonight, okay? The thing is, once we beat Oblivion, now I have a whole new stream, night streams, to play other stuff, whether we bring back Elden Ring, or whether you'd like to see more of the current games that I'm playing. I
forgot about that. He was playing Elden Ring, now he's not.
Tonight, Oblivion on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It could be the conclusion. It might not be. Let's see how it goes tonight. Let me know what you think. Then tomorrow, the continuation of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Last time around, we had great progress. We did the entirety of the Sky Dungeon or Wind Dungeon, and then we went back underground to the depths, and we did an optional... not dungeon. It was more like just exploring the depths, and there was a boss fight where you got a new ability. And now I don't even know what to do next. I'm not sure what's next in the game, but I'm excited. Whatever it is, the game is good. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I can't wait for more tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, which, man, it is difficult, but is still fun, and it feels rewarding to overcome these tough dungeons and earn, you know, bigger levels in the jobs and stuff that I'm doing. It's been a great run. I can't wait for more tomorrow night. Wednesday is my day off from streaming. All right, no streaming on Wednesday. It'll be a chill day to recuperate.
Day off from
you guys
what?
Will catch up on all the content here on the channels. When I come back on
Hey,
Thursday,
Snow, how's it
more
going?
Star Wars and more Oblivion, unless we've beaten Oblivion, in which case we'll determine, do you guys want to see the return of Elden Ring? I'd be down for that. Or would you like to see me do something else? Friday, more Zelda and more Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Saturday is my React day, DSP versus the internet. And then what we'll do
you gotta
the
beat
rest
all
of
these
the
games,
week,
but you're
focus
still
on
gonna do
finishing up as
days
much
off,
as
you're
I
still gonna do
possibly
React
can for the
days.
rest of May until we get to Street Fighter 6,
Why not
which
get
is
this
going to
shit
be
beat?
on June 2nd, okay? And I'm going to play 2 straight days of Street Fighter 6, the 2nd and the 3rd, so that's a Friday and a Saturday. Yes, that means that my React day will be a Sunday that week, June 4th. I'm bumping my React day from a Saturday to a Sunday, so that way we can play Street Fighter 6 2 full days at launch, okay? Then, of course, we're going to have Diablo 4. We're going to have Final Fantasy 16, among other things going on in the month of June. So, plus, there's digital events as well, just so you guys remember. Summer Games Fest is coming up. The big Microsoft digital event with the big Starfield blowout, that's coming up. All this stuff is coming up. Okay?
Yeah, but those start at like 9 o'clock your
time,
dude.
To you.
You can't be up that early.
Good stuff happens.
That's actually something he said before. He cannot be up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you for
It's
an outstanding week and a half.
Guys.
Yes, the streak continues. Every single stream for the last 19 streams, we have hit all of the support goals, and everything has been exceeded, and we're doing really good. If this streak ends today, it's no big deal. It's fine if it does. I mean, yesterday was such an over-the-top, crazy positive day. I'm so grateful for all the support that I got.
Nearly $2,000 between tips, super chats, and memberships.
If it ends today, it's all good. If it continues, I'll let you know. We'll see.
$2,000
all the rewards are in effect, as you know.
Combined.
Our 3-tiered tips rewards at $50, $100, and $150.
Guys.
Yes, if we hit our likes goal today of 100 likes, I'll do a celebratory bubble blow with my new bubble guns just to show you guys. So I've had these bubble guns now for just under a week. And already, there's our bubble juice. Not that bad, actually, I would say. But definitely I'm using way more bubbles than I used to. Especially because sometimes I'm doing the double bubble gum. Right? But I love these things. These are fun. And
he was so unable to blow bubbles, guys.
He
had to do this.
When I used it, right? Jasper right now.
He needed to, guys. You don't understand.
So Jasper's
lungs gonna handle it.
Here when I use the bubble gun, I have no idea how he will react when I use a bubble gun. It's gonna be pretty fun if we hit the bubble goal today to see how Jasper's gonna react to that. Okay. So there you go. So that's in effect. And, just thank you in advance. Any contributions today, whether it be simply liking the stream, a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip, all greatly appreciated.
I'll greatly appreciate it, guys, as long as you give it to me.
Everything is, I'm grateful for everything. Thank you so much. All right? I literally have nothing really else to talk about today because we're so tapped out from yesterday. Yesterday I drank a ton.
So you're going to play the game early?
Tequila on that stream. How many shots did I take? Did you even count? I think over the course of the day, no exaggeration, I think I had like 9 shots or something like that.
And you said you weren't drunk, you were just
buzzed. Good news is I was eating.
You're an alcoholic.
Constantly all day outside of the shots. And I kind of recovered at night. You know what I'm saying? Like at night, I relaxed and I, had a... Jasper, what are you doing? Now he's playing with the bubble gun box. Because the bubble guns are in the box. It's kind of like a holster that I hold them in. And he's like, now he's like attacking the box. No, the good news is I wasn't hungover. How could I have been hungover? Think about this. I was eating and drinking all day when I was drinking. The way you get hungover is if you drink so much.
Like
during
9 shots
and
tequila.
You're not eating, you're not drinking, you're not essentially giving other things for your body to
and mind you,
alcohol with.
The bottle was already open. It was already had drinks taken out of it.
But in this case, I was buzzed.
So he had 9 shots on stream.
During that, I never really
he drank more beforehand and probably drank more after.
I'm sick or whatever.
So how are you gonna have a dozen shots of tequila and not be drunk and not be hungover?
Because it would not
unless you're an alcoholic.
And doing that all day long, but then I had a nice night's rest. Woke up this morning actually feeling kind of refreshed, so that was nice. But I will tell you this: I don't want to see tequila for a while. I'm pretty done with that. Jasper, what are you doing? How dare you? He's attacking the box. Don't attack my bubblegum box. Do not attack the bubblegum box. He's being so silly. He's pawing the box like this and pulling it. Jasper. He's playing with the box. Jasper loves boxes. He's a cat. Cats, for some reason, they have this affinity to boxes, and he loves boxes. Yeah.
Oh, a cat likes boxes. Okay. Imagine that. Can you imagine a cat liking boxes?
His face against the box. Anyway, so yeah. Everything's good today. Ready to go. Raring to go. Ready for Star Wars fun. Jasper, don't do that. He's biting the wire. Why you gotta do that? That's it, Jasper.
Come on, Jasper, take it out.
You're gonna get sprayed.
Take out his whole set.
I'm telling you right now. He wants my attention very badly right now. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So, what do we got to do today on the podcast? Well, I have one shout out to do, so let's do it. I have nothing on the YouTube side, meaning no super chats, no memberships, or anything like that. I have received a $2 tip.
Was it a troll?
So, it's an anonymous tip. This person has an interesting suggestion regarding tier maker. Okay, so let me get the anonymous $2 tip on the leaderboard. Jasper, do not bite.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan, who spends so much fucking money.
And yes, I'm aware someone in the chat just said when you spray your cat, they don't know what's going on. You're just scaring them. I understand that. I don't like spraying Jasper. I only do it as a last resort if it's in a situation where
the cat wants attention.
To harm himself.
Probably because he never gets attention anyways.
Wire. There's electricity going through that. I don't want him to get fried. I have to make sure he's not doing that. So if I see him chewing a wire, like
when he's chewing on electrical equipment, you spray water at him.
Oh, he's got my arm.
While he's chewing on electricity, you spray water at him.
So if I see him chewing a wire, I have to do what I can to stop him. You know what I mean? Jasper, stop that right now. No biting of wires. Okay.
Gotta spray more water at him.
Here's what the anonymous tipper has to say. I was watching your tier maker streams. Well, thanks for watching them. I'm wondering why, for example, when you're doing one that's... Jasper, really? I turned for a second.
Do it, Jasper.
And he's biting the wire again.
Let's take out his stream.
Now he ran down the hallway. Okay.
Ah.
Let's try this again. I was wondering why, when you haven't played a game, for example, if there's games you haven't played at all, or maybe there's a game that you've heard of, but you've never actually played it, why not watch a short video of the gameplay?
Unless you want to bet he's actually hungover.
Like? It's a fun idea, and I'm enjoying your
content. He's got to try to...
Well, here's the thing.
Derail everything for as long as possible.
And for example, let's say, for example,
you're hungover.
We had a tier maker where we had maybe 10 to 15 things that we were ranking, but I didn't know like 5 of them. And I absolutely wanted to rank them all. Then that's probably something I absolutely positively would do. What you're saying makes sense, correct? Watch, get informed on each one, and that way you can actually rank them properly. But if you take a look at the tier makers that I've actually done, all right, things such as rank all the gaming consoles, rank all the Zelda games, rank all the Street Fighter franchises. These are things that have tremendous amount of options, right? Tremendous. And I'll give you a perfect example here.
I say he's already complaining that it's covering everything in a film.
Maker 3 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago, right? I
For
really loved doing it, by the way. It was super fun.
A bubble juice to get on something.
Games I never played
get
because
into
it was all the handheld Zeldas, and I never had those handheld Zeldas. I only played the console Zeldas. Excuse me. And it's funny because there's comments, or people were trying to comment, being negative dicks on the video, and they were saying things like, why'd he even bother doing this tier maker if he didn't play half the games, right? So first of all, you have to understand something. I didn't make the tier maker. There's a ridiculous amount of pre-made tier makers, and I just grabbed one that seemed to have all of the games in it.
Nothing. So you did
nothing. The ones that I knew that I had played were the ones that I wanted to rank.
As always, you do nothing.
So that's number one. It's not like, oh, I'm making the tier maker. Why'd I do that one that has half the games I never played? Because this one had all of them. I wanted something that covered everything. That way I could definitely rank all the ones that I had played. But number two, that tier maker was 2 hours long. 2 hours in length. And that was just to rank all the console Zeldas that I had played.
But it's you.
Can you imagine if I'd taken the time to watch videos on and now rank all the other videos that I hadn't played, right? Can you just think about that? How nuts that would have been? That would have been like a 4-hour video.
Content.
Who wants to watch a 4+ hour tier maker, right? Even as is, a lot of people complain it's too long as it is, and I'm like, well, you understand.
People are entertaining.
I'm doing a tier maker
with it, but you're not entertaining.
I'm doing an in-depth one.
Holy shit, his hair is greasy as fuck.
It's not just supposed to be me dicking around and putting out a piece of fluff content for the internet that I rushed out to have a video for today. That's all you do. This is supposed to be a meaningful piece of content where I actually analyze the games and rank them against each other in a serious manner. My tier maker stuff is supposed to be taken seriously, not
but it's
anyone
not
can do
because
this and do it in 5
you.
seconds. You see, kind of like all my React content.
It.
No, my React content is not just done for the sake of having fluff content for you today. Make faces at a trailer going, oh, I don't do that. I actually sit there and I analyze.
Probably should.
Very different than what other people do for React, I know. So, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I feel like the tier makers are already lengthy enough. Like the Street Fighter the fighting game one from yesterday. I ranked arguably 20, 30 different fighting game franchises. The tier maker had like 60. So it's like, most of those games no one ever heard of anyway. Am I really going to sit there and watch 30 fucking videos of one of each game just to know what they are to say that I can rank them? Probably not. It wouldn't have made sense. So here's what I think.
Professional fighting game player played 10 games.
Excuse me. Here's what I think.
Have played more fighting games than he has.
If it's a tier maker that doesn't have a lot to rank, what if it's a top 10, but I only have personal experience 5? Then what you're saying makes absolute perfect sense. Let me take a little bit of extra time and effort, maybe watch some videos, do some research, and then the tier maker will be a lot better. But if it's a tier maker that already has a million options, it's okay to skip half of them. You're already going to rank the ones intelligently that you know. There's no need to do this insane amount of research.
Something that's never happened with DSP.
The Street Fighter, I can't Street Fighter. The fighting game tier maker that was an hour long yesterday would have been 3 hours long if I had actually talked about every game.
He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what's going on.
The Zelda tier maker probably would have been 4 to 5 hours long. You know what I'm saying? So, probably not very useful to do that in all situations. I appreciate your suggestion. I appreciate your tip. Thank you for that. And that's the first tip of the day. On the YouTube side of things, it looks like JDTV has re-upped
person only so
his
far
membership for 4 months, and he says you should do a Super Castlevania 4 themed event. Sadly, I already did Castlevania stuff last year. I actually bought that Castlevania collection, and I played through Castlevania 1, 2, 3, and 4 / Super Castlevania, and I've already done full playthroughs of them all as of last summer. So if I was going to do an event like that, it would have been last year, and we didn't. It was said there were separate playthroughs, so interesting idea, but kind of already got there and done that, so we have to think of something different. But I appreciate the suggestion, and thank you for the ongoing support, JDTV. Yahtzee asks, how's the weather
you might
today?
be waiting till the very end for Ryan
I don't
to
have the air
show up.
conditioner on at all. You may have noticed. You don't hear anything. All I have on is the fan in the background, oscillating. That's it. It's very cool here in Washington today. It went down to the 60s. We went from 80 to 90 degree weather to 60s within like 3 days. It's good. So. All right, Ruffian Forever, I've had enough of you trying to cause drama. Don't come back. I mean it, too, because you've been on band 3+ times.
Someone's saying Ryan.
Stuff every day. I don't want you back. Goodbye. Okay, Tyler says, I was going to buy Halo Infinite. Is the game worth playing? I don't know. Halo Infinite was absolutely outstanding at launch. It had a good campaign, and the multiplayer was good. But now it's 2 years later,
and you hated it
and from
the
everything
entire
I
time.
understand, they ruined their own franchise. Like, this was a game that was at the top of the world when it came out, and within a year, it crapped and died because they wouldn't update it. They just didn't have the manpower nor the talent to really get it to be like the other games that are it's contemporaries, you know. While Call of Duty is constantly updating new seasonal content, Halo couldn't do it. So you very well may buy Halo Infinite, love the campaign, and play the online for a bit, but just don't expect any updates or anything. Okay? You probably will like it though. And by the way, stands to reason, it's on Game Pass. You don't have to buy it. As long as you have an Xbox console and you have Game Pass, you have Halo Infinite. You don't have to spend money on it. So. Okay. All right. So what would you guys like to talk about? We've got time. We have
We've got time,
for
guys.
today.
How are you going to bitch you don't have time to play video games and then refuse to play video games?
And by the way, I guarantee you there's going to be trolls and idiots today. I'll take care of them as I see them. It's fine. You know, there's always, whenever there's like a fallout from a big marathon or whatever, you get a bunch of idiots coming in here. And I already got a few of them earlier today. I'll take care of them as I see them. Apologies if they come in and they annoy you guys. It is what it is. No, there's no. I have not mentioned anything whatsoever about getting a new PC. All right? No, I've not mentioned that at all. The support in the last week and a half has been absolutely outstanding. Right now, it is helping a lot with bills and other stuff. Yes, I do have some surplus right now, which is great, but it's kind of already going to bills and things in the future. If this kind of support continues, which would be insane if it does, then yeah, we could start talking about long-term stuff. For now, though, I'm not jumping the gun and making any plans to spend thousands of dollars. I would certainly like to get a new PC by the end of the year, but being that it's been a year since we talked about it, I think what we would need to do is sit down and look at the situation and be like, so what's going on now with PCs? Because last year I had this big listing of components and things that I should get, but how much you want to bet if we sat down today and we did it, it would be completely different, right? Especially because I think component prices have dropped and everything, because that whole, what is it? Bitcoin mining on PCs isn't even possible anymore, or you do it, it's not economical, so no one does it anymore. So I think all the prices dropped, right? So we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it soon. Let's see if the support continues and go from there. But I'm not jumping the gun and changing my whole setup right now.
Never gonna
If anything,
PC unless someone
if you
donates
take a look,
you one.
between last year and this year, everything
will
is
never do this.
Like literally,
people.
my visuals,
Ever.
the quality of my capture,
Unless you,
right? Everything
that's
is
right, you give him all the
dramatically since last year.
PC
the only
parts.
thing is my PC is old. And
You give him 20 grand.
I just
Guys, I can't build a PC now. I have to go towards bills.
Imminent thing that needs to change immediately. So, okay. Jade says he hopes no bogs. I just chatted. I see all the Fast and Furiouses. I don't know what you mean by bogs, but you saw all the Fast and Furious movies. All right, how about this, Jade? You've seen all the Fast and Furious movies. I'm curious. This is an honest question. What is your favorite one out of all of them? Because there's so many of them.
9.
And apparently
Going to
they're all
outer
the same
space.
plot,
I'm sorry,
right?
but going to outer
So
space in a car is hilarious.
Was there an actual, like, one movie that stood out to you that was the best Fast and Furious movie out of all of them?
The Kettle's back?
Right?
I don't know who the Kettle is.
Just, there's so many of them. There's 10 of them, right? I'm just here. I wonder.
Well, as long as you don't count Hobbs and Shaw and stuff. But yeah, number 9 was the best.
Do I still get corrupted videos? I do. I still get corrupted videos, but it's... Let me put it this way. When I get corrupted videos, it's not like, oh my god, I can't stop getting corrupted videos. It would be like, I get one a day, and then in the next week there's another one, and then all of a sudden they just kind of calm down. Usually when I have a corrupted video, it's not a big deal. I can just pull that raw video out of the archive of the stream anyway, and then I use that. So it's not like a ginormous deal. Very, very often do I get a situation where the video corrupted, but I also can't get the video out of the stream, and now I'm screwed and I lost a video. That almost never happens, okay? So, yeah, it's really not a huge deal. If once in a while it could be a little bit annoying, maybe you do extra work, but it's not something that's constant. Pickleman, how you doing today? He says, do you have questions for me? Oh my god. What's your favorite Street Fighter game? Since we did a giant Street Fighter marathon all day yesterday, what's your favorite Street Fighter game?
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, we already know that, DSP.
JDTV says, I was surprised how easy you made it look to spam Kikoken. For me, it takes 5 tries before it works. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Street Fighter for a very long time. So at least for the classics, my execution is pretty good. But I find it funny that even then you saw I was having issues. I was saying, oh, it dropped. Yeah, because that version, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, is not good. It actually has tons of issues. It runs at the wrong speed on certain stages.
Wrong speed,
and it
guys.
has input issues.
Bullshit.
Where it drops inputs and stuff. It's pretty bad, okay? Jade says he meant bugs. And he says he loves 6 and X. 6 and X. So what happened in 6 and X? I wonder.
Play the fucking game!
Dex says, I'll email you. I have an entire game room with enough stuff to build 10 PCs. I may be able to help you save like $1,000. All right, Dex, email me. We'll talk. I'm down for that. Let's have a discussion.
Oh, God, guys, email him.
How are you?
Email him and troll him. It's me.
Why not have a Mortal Kombat
I got
event?
like 20 emails saying that it's the same guy, guys.
All right. So people were like, we really liked your Fight and Feast for Street Fighter. Why not do a Fight and Feast for Mortal Kombat? All right. Fair enough. Now, I don't know if there's a Mortal Kombat cookbook. But here's the deal. And this is truthful, and I don't know what's up with this. There's no way to play the classic Mortal Kombat games on any kind of a modern, like, console. They don't exist. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true.
Emulate them.
Like, they never actually took the classic Mortal Kombats and ported them to play in a modern setting. The classic Street Fighters, there's multiple versions. But classic Mortal Kombat, like, I remember they released, I want to say Mortal Kombat, like, 1, 2, and 3 on Xbox 360, and they were terrible. They were laggy as shit. Offline, they were laggy as shit. Like, they were almost impossible to play. They were really, really bad conversions. It actually drove me nuts because I liked classic Mortal Kombat, and I bought one of them, and I was like, dude, this is like one of the worst versions I've ever played. And they never really port them anywhere for some weird reason. I just don't get that. Why do they not port Mortal Kombat? It kind of drives me nuts that that's the case.
Maybe there's also, no money to be made in it.
The new Mortal Kombat is coming out in September, correct? What is it, September 16th? Well, guess what else is in September that kind of trumps that? My 15-year anniversary, which we've already talked about the fact that you guys want to see a big celebration, right? We're going to do multiple days of events and things.
15-year celebration, guys. Trumps Mortal Kombat,
so
guys.
Mortal Kombat will very much be
Are you kidding me?
Part of my
Really?
content that month, but at the very same time, I'm kind of going to be busy with anniversary stuff, so I'm not really going to have time to be doing like a whole Mortal Kombat event too. You see, we already kind of have a special event for September.
There is no way, guys. I masturbated for years on stream
to actually play the classic Mortal Kombats. All right, I would be down to do one in like
smoking
August,
DSP,
right? Just
hey,
like
can I get some? Because holy shit, I want to live in that world.
I'd do it in like August. It would be the Fight and Feast Round 2, Mortal Kombat style, and maybe I would try to dress up as a Mortal Kombat character if possible. I don't know. I have to see what costumes are out there, and you know, and then go from there. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Please,
right?
DSP, I want to know.
They don't exist. And some people are like, why don't you emulate them? Again, I can't play games on PC. You can't really emulate here on your TV or whatever. So,
yes, you can. It's not that hard.
And in fact, Pickleman said, I prefer Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter, so I don't have a favorite Street Fighter game. Respectable. Respectable answer. Spartanius one says your 15th anniversary celebration should be a week-long celebration. There's just too much to look back on quickly. I'd love to see Project 7 react again. I would too. I feel like if I reacted to Project 7 again, because I reacted to it like 4+ years ago, I feel like if I did it again, in this case, it'd be a different perspective. Because now I've reacted to the John and Howard video. So not only do we have my reacting to the original situation.
But you're still going to be making money off of John and Howard.
But now I'm also reacting to what they said about it years
just
later.
Just can't let those two get away from you,
You
huh?
know what I mean? Like, it's even more perspective to the whole thing. Yeah.
Don't understand. I need
actually
to
stuff
exploit them for
even
money,
told you guys
guys.
Like, I'll give you an example. The final episode of Project 7 that I ever put out, okay, when it was given to me, was a huge mess. All the audio in it was completely screwed up. The video quality also. I basically had to take it and put it into my video editor and re-edit parts of it to make it even watchable, which is why it's only 720p on YouTube. Even though we filmed in full 1080p and it looked good, it doesn't, it sounds weird, looks different. Why? Because I had to mess with the video to get it to work. Why? Because at that point, which I didn't know, those guys didn't want to work on the show anymore. They were feeling burnt out, and they were feeling like they weren't making any money on it, and apparently
because
they had
you
all
weren't
this
paying them, jackass.
bad feelings behind the scenes, but they never said a word to me.
You weren't paying
I didn't
them.
know that was the case. So they were basically, trying to rush to get the show out so they could just be done with it, and they kind of gave me a half-assed episode 4 with a bunch of issues. Now, I don't blame them for that. I just wish that they had told me that this was a thing, and, but instead I had to kind of, like, re-edit the whole show myself before I could put it out on the internet, and that was kind of, I knew when something was up, when episode 4 showed up like that, I was like, yeah, these guys are just not, they're not gung-ho for the show anymore. I can tell when they're delivering a product like that, so. But anyway, again, that's one of the many things we could actually talk about, right? During something like that, so. Okay.
No,
JDTV, is this really you? I think your membership just expired, didn't it? Dude, that was weird. Your membership expired live on the stream. Because you were just, that sucks. Because you were just green and you went, now it left. I was like, oh, is that really him? I thought it was an impersonator, but it really is you. I hate when that happens.
You're about to ban them, weren't you?
Oh, let's see here. Solid Dude says, I'm about to start playing the Judgment franchise of games. How would you say that it compares to Yakuza? It's similar with the combat. It's similar with the open world and the side questing, but the plot lines are completely different. So different subject matter, different plot, but definitely similar styles of gameplay. Great games. Both of them are great. Hello, Xantar. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Are you giving me money, Xantar? No, then I don't care.
Well, Juan, wish your uncle an early happy birthday.
As long as you give me money.
Spartanius one says you should play GTA games again and hype for GTA 6. I will 100% do a full playthrough of GTA 5 before GTA 6 comes out to build up hype for it. I've only played GTA 5 once ever, when it was a new game in 2013. I did attempt to do a second run on PS4. People weren't interested at the time because it was so close after that. But yes, I will absolutely positively do a 1 second full playthrough of GTA 5, and it'll be whatever the most modern version is too, before 6 comes out. So, yes, I did watch Denver the Last Dinosaur. He's my friend and a whole lot more. He showed me a world I never saw before.
What the fuck are you going on
How's
about
my
now,
stomach
DSP?
after the
Shut
new
up.
foods? It's fine. My stomach is fine. It's like a steel trap. Ever thought about revisiting Dark Souls 2? Yeah, sure. I've done a first run in Dark Souls 2, and then I did a run years later where I did a special build with dual wielding. So I've already done 2 big runs in Dark Souls 2. The original.
You don't need to do another run of a game you've already played.
So it would be
Play
just
new
a third
games,
run
games
in it,
you've
I guess.
skipped.
I don't know. I'd be okay with going back someday to that. I think people wanted me to do the Elden Ring
Probably
second
because
run.
anything
So I'm ready
more
for the
advanced
Elden
than a
Ring
kid's
DLC
movie goes
first,
over
and
his
maybe we'll
head.
explore that later. Why not try a Metal Gear event? Like, how could you do a Metal Gear event exactly?
Tier maker
like,
Metal
it's not like
Gear
fighting
games.
games. You could just play like a classic fighting games and do runs in it. Those are long ass lengthy games. I don't know how I could do a Metal Gear event. Plus, if I was gonna do a Metal Gear event, I want to play Metal Gear Solid 1 again. and there's no modern version. Right? There's only the PS1 version and the GameCube version, and you can't access either. So I would have to wait for them to, like, someone to remake it. Drew for 3 says, it would be cool if Tekken makes it out this year in time for the Game Awards, and the big 3 games could compete for Fighting Game of the Year. Absolutely. You know what? Tekken might be one I could do an event for. You want to know why? Because I think you can play the classic Tekkens, right? If you get PlayStation Premium, didn't it have at least one, if not 2, classic Tekken games on there? And I could do hardest difficulty runs in the old-ass Tekkens. I think they were on
Can you
there.
get your ass handed to you?
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they were. Tekken 1, 2, and 3 are great games. They're just very outdated now, but they're still great games. Dex says, maybe a Dark Souls event for Elden Ring DLC, revisiting Bloodborne or something? Maybe, but at the same time...
Let's go around the entire game and hiding in a box. That'd be hilarious. I don't think it would work, though. But you don't know. Maybe it could.
I'm hearing a lot of noise outside. Hold on.
There's noise outside. Oh, no, guys. What if it's Evil AJ? Evil AJ's outside my window.
I'm hearing, like, a car. My wife should not be coming home right now. I don't know if my wife is coming home early from work. Hold on.
Panic! Panic!
Oh, my wife is not feeling well and is coming home early, and she just arrived home. That sucks. I had no idea. That really sucks.
Guys, I really needed that money.
All right, hold on. I want to go see if she's just coming in. I want to make sure she's okay, guys. Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Why don't you play the f***ing game? Oh, wait, no, he can't do that. Yeah, show cat or there is no cat. I like that he muted it so you can't hear her. But he can just act like she's here. What do you mean my cat, my wife left me? Guys, she came home early. I just told you guys she came home early. Well, no one saw or heard her. Well, because you're all idiots.
Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game? Just kill me.
Do you want to play the fucking game? No. No, he does not want to play the game. He hates playing the game. Ooh, could be more Doordash. Guys, I felt too tired to cook anything, guys. No, I'm not hungover. I didn't drink that much to be hungover. I'm just tired and not really able to think right now, guys. Good job, DSP. Great, amazing content there, DSP. I'm glad I have spent thousands of dollars yesterday tipping you and giving you gifted memberships and super chats so I can get this amazing content today. Ooh, Dave Ryan just posted his Ryan okay. But DSP's not there to ban him. Her check is about to be hella low this week. Yes, it is. Up here it comes, slowly trembling back.
All right, everything's all right. You know, my wife's home. She's just not feeling good. I guess she said bad allergies. Her allergies were so bad that she didn't get very sound sleep last night. She's been having way worse allergies than me this year, which is weird. Typically, I have bad allergies every spring. And for some odd reason, I haven't really had bad allergies this year. Now, maybe it's because we actually got the filters into our furnace system early. I bought them like a month ago. And so they've been cleaning all the air in our house out constantly. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, she has been having bad allergies.
Wait. So you're saying that the filters that you put in your home are preventing the allergies from affecting you, but your wife, who is supposed to be living with you in the same place, the filters are not working. How are the filters helping you not get your allergies messed with, but not your wife, who is supposed to be living with you?
Sneezing and coughing and, you know, burning, runny eyes and everything. And I've been all right pretty much this year. So I lucked out, I guess. We have
Yeah, it could be
allergy meds
because he
and
never
everything,
leaves
but
the
I
house
guess
while
she
she's
really
going to
did
work and
not,
stuff, so that could be
feel
that.
very good at all. Like,
I was
you know,
like
no
that,
sleep or whatever,
guys.
so
The filters
that's
will
what
stop
happened.
me
I
from
know it
getting
shocked
allergies,
me
but
too.
not my wife.
So I guess
Well, don't
Jasper
you
will
live
not
together?
be in here.
Shut up.
Jasper is out now, out and about in the house with her, so he will not be in here for the rest of the stream. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. So what I don't now. I have no idea what we were talking about. I've been completely. I'm disheveled.
He is
I'm
so
confused.
fucking hungover
What were
right
we
now.
Speaking of, I don't even remember. Does anyone remember? Well, anyway, if anyone wants to talk to me, I guess. All right. What would you like to talk about?
How about we talk about you playing the fucking game?
I was going to explain something about Bloodborne. I was. Anyway.
He doesn't
I don't
give
remember
two
what I was
shits
going to explain
it.
about Bloodborne. Let's hit the reset button. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Abdullah says tomorrow Callisto Protocol will get a paid DLC called Riot Mode, which is a Horde of Mercenaries mode. Oh. Is anyone going to get that? It certainly doesn't seem very interesting to me. If it was a story-based expansion, maybe, but I don't care about a Horde mode, right?
Who cares about horror mode, right?
No, I have not heard any Persona 6 rumors. Why don't I play Dead Island 2? Because it just didn't seem very interesting. Dead Island 2 seems to me like the kind of game that you play with friends. It's co-op, zombie survival.
Exactly, you play with
a lot of
friends.
combat. It's kind of a time
Something he doesn't
waster
have.
game. I don't really need those for my streams. I don't think it would even really work that well for my kind of streaming. It doesn't fit into my content, so that's why I'm not interested. Oh, really? Abdullah says they may do. They're probably doing a story-based DLC for Callisto in June. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no wonder his Dead Island 2. You're supposed to play with friends, guys. I don't have any
The
friends.
Amnesia game is now coming out the first week
You're
of June.
a grown-ass
along
man
the
with
same
no
game,
friends.
At the same time as Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4, which is really bad for it. Now, here's the thing. I'd be interested in it. I'd be interested in playing this Amnesia game, but we're going to have to find a way to get it to fit into my schedule in June, which seems like it's going to be incredibly busy with all the high-profile new releases, and it's going to be the afterthought. Everyone's going to want to see the other stuff, I feel. So,
well, then how about you
we'll see what
play
happens,
the fucking
okay?
games they're playing now and beat them so they're out of the way?
How's the weather? Cooler. It's cooler weather. We had a whole week of insane heat, which is why the pollen exploded out here. Everything got so hot, 80s and 90s, that all the plants went into massive bloom at once and just, boom, hit you with pollen. Which is why allergies are so bad out here right now.
Well, you just said your allergies
now,
aren't bad.
the last 2 days, it's cooled down more and more. Yesterday, it was in the 70s. Today, I think it's only in the 60s. So it's actually very cool today. Right now, I don't even have my air conditioning on, which is great. I mean, I might still have to turn it on after a little bit here, but, you know, we'll see. Okay.
Why don't you play that fucking game?
All right.
Of course, he doesn't have any
1
friends.
second.
Can you imagine this thing having friends? Can you imagine, hey guys, I need help with insulation on the garage. You want to come over? I'll cook pizza and wings later. Sure.
Giant Emily Crab says, with my
But
birthday
he's like,
coming up in August,
I
God
can't
of War
waddle
again."
on that concrete floor. The concrete
Summer
floor's under my
downtime is always
hooves.
just that. It's an opportunity to play stuff that normally I wouldn't be playing because there's a lot of open time in the schedule. There's typically not a lot of new releases in the summertime, and that's when we actually take up these kind of chill retro playthroughs and stuff. So we'll see what happens this summer. I did play Left 4 Dead 2. I loved Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. I thought they were amazing games. Matt91 says Outlast Trials is supposed to be
probably
pretty
back when
good.
he
It
had
came out a few days
friends.
ago. It
Oh.
did not, right? Isn't it only for people who bought, like, the early access, but it's not the final game or something like that, I want to say? Like, isn't it like you pay now, but you get the early alpha build, and then they're going to fix it or improve it later or something like that? JDTV right now, since I don't know how guilds are going to work in Street Fighter 6, I'm not making any plans for one as of yet. I'm not saying that once the game comes out that I'm not interested in it. It would be cool to maybe have a DSP gaming guild where people can join and be a part and play against each other or whatever. But I don't know anything about it, and certainly I don't want to promote something that I don't understand the ins and outs of yet. I don't know what kind of responsibilities there'd be, how you could, moderate it to make sure people aren't being toxic and disgusting to each other. So I don't want to touch it yet, but once it comes out, I'd consider it as long as we could find a way to make it work. Okay?
And you know what? His wife, his soulmate, comes home sick. He spends 2 minutes with her and then gets back to stream.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is supposed to be shown. I mean, yeah, but at the same time...
You can do anything you want, DSP. It's your schedule. It's your
Wednesday, I'm going to
time.
be here. So I'll have to get caught up on my day off, and I'll talk about it on the podcast Thursday morning. If there is a Metal Gear Remake, I'd be very excited for that. At the same time, though, there's two things that have to be asked. Number one, why would they make Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake first? Why not go in order? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why are they starting with 3? That's a little weird.
Might
but
be
in addition
easier.
to that, if they remake it,
Costs less money.
isn't it a little weird because Kojima won't benefit from it at all? He's not part of Konami anymore, so he'll make not a dollar off.
Do you
of it.
think
And I kinda feel
Konami
that's messed
cares?
up. He's the one. who
Konami
is
wants
the
money.
originator,
Just like you.
the creator. You would think that he should get something positive out of it if it's resold as a new game, and he wouldn't, and that's kind of messed up in my opinion.
Like you fucking care. You just
Jinx.
want the money.
It's going well. Thank you so much, Jinx, for all that
Holy
support
shit, Ryan
yesterday,
showed
really.
up.
I mean, insane over-the-top levels of support yesterday, and you were a ginormous,
Did not
ginormous
expect
part
Ryan
of
to
that.
show up.
I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for all that yesterday, man. It's good to see you. Snow Carl says, 1 year anniversary of my reformation. Well, there you go, Snow Carl. Thank you for a year of support here on the channel. How do I feel about Kojima? I respect Hideo Kojima
No, you don't.
immensely. This
You call him
guy
a fucking
has these
cocksucker.
big, lofty ideas of what he wants to do with games. Doesn't always execute into the best game. Let's be honest, all right? For example, Death Stranding. Insanely good graphics. Great voice acting / mocap, right? Insanely great plot. Like, seriously, one of the most interesting game plots I've ever experienced in my life, but the gameplay is boring. You know, it's like you hit it on all cylinders, and then you actually have to deliver the package or whatever. You're like, oh, this is just boring, you know? So it's kind of like good on almost all levels. But then again, he originated the whole almost like modern stealth genre of games with the Metal Gear Solid series.
Up
right?
here coming the Ryan means
He
Ryan
really
Reynolds
is
needs
the
to
father
do.
of that style
over for
of
that
game
Green
that
Lantern
then
movie.
translated into many other franchises. So that's
How many
definitely
names
to be
with
respected.
Ryan in it can people get in
I really
without
wish he would
getting
make a
banned?
horror game. I seriously wish he would.
Oh,
'Cause
so
that
weren't you
PT
30?
Looked so amazing.
You were
know
30
if he
years
made a
old
horror
when you
game, it
called
would be crazy
Kojima a
good.
fucking
I want
cocksucker.
him to make a horror game. I'm like, where is his horror game? Death Stranding was not that. You know what I mean? It was a great
How do you
game,
know
but
what the
it wasn't,
contract
I want
is?
that horror game
Maybe
that
if
we were
anything gets
promised.
made that
I
used to
hope
be made by
eventually he makes
Kojima,
it.
he still gets a
Okay.
cut of it. Even if it's only 2%
But I
or
respect
something,
him
then he's still going to
immensely.
get a cut of it. Maybe.
You know,
We
some
don't
people
know.
get the wrong idea
We
because
can't see the contract,
over 10 years
DSP.
ago when I was my old self,
Old self.
and I used to basically
When you were
shit talk
30.
everything on the internet for views.
You were
basically
30.
really ragged on Hideo Kojima in my original playthroughs of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and a lot of people took that seriously. Like, oh, he really hates Kojima and he's shitting on him and it's disrespectful. And I was like, you guys understand it's a joke, right? Like, it wasn't serious.
It wasn't
a lot
a
of people
joke.
didn't, and that's where the origination of this
It
how
was
you don't play
not a
movie actually came
joke.
from. People who didn't understand my jokes, in the early YouTube days. So, but I love his stuff. I would absolutely love to play all his new games or whatever. Like, I think he's a great game developer. So, you also want to know what? If he ever made a movie, I would absolutely watch the movie. Because I honestly think he would be a great movie or TV series maker as well. I seriously 100% believe he would be really good as like the director and writer of a series. I would love that. All right, I received a $10 tip from Tarantula MS. He says, "Hey, Phil, how you doing? What's up, Tarantula? Good to see you.
Yeah, guys, more
You're doing
money.
well. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much. First animation of the day. Thank you, Tarantula. All right, guys, I think it's time to wrap up the show for a couple of reasons. Number one, because yesterday the show went
You
incredibly
have
long.
nothing to talk about.
And I don't want that to
You've
happen
had
today,
nothing
because I
to
actually
talk
want to get the
about.
gameplay.
You could have
And
started
number
an
two,
hour
because, I have to
ago.
use the bathroom. So I think it's time to wrap up the show.
You
I
just
wanna
went
say
to the
thank you for a
bathroom
great
before you started the
information
stream.
podcast. I hope you enjoyed the show. And
Actually, during
thanks
the
for
stream,
watching.
but
You know, it is
still.
the spring. Be careful,
You
because
went to
of
the
these
bathroom at
allergies,
2
everyone's
o'clock.
being
It's now
affected, including my
3.
own family. And I hope you stay safe.
Went to the
and be
bathroom
well,
an hour and a
see you
half ago.
tomorrow. Peace out. All right, guys. Here's the deal. I got to use the bathroom. So let me swap over quick here. But I am going to take a brief break to use the restroom. Okay. Hold on a second. It'll be a few minutes, so it will be a formal commercial break. It just makes sense to do a formal commercial break since, you know, I actually need to take the break to use the bathroom. So there we go. Got the capture device working. Okay. Let's take a formal break. And I will return in a few minutes with Star Wars. I'll be right back. See you then.
Star Wars, more like Bizarre Wars. Too many prequels, can't follow along.
A zombie apocalypse is coming for you. A zombie apocalypse is coming for you. A zombie apocalypse is coming for you.
Let's see how long it takes for him to come back. Started at 29. Might be 5. May even be 10 minutes before he comes back. After all, why would he need to come back, guys? You're gonna keep giving me money, right, Jinx? Now that Jinx is in the chat, I know I'm gonna get money, guys. Star Wars, always a good idea to watch. God, I need to watch Rogue One again. I watched it once in theater, and I think I've watched it once at home. I'll say, it may not be that Cat came home. He might be just going out getting drunk. With DSP, anything would make sense with him. Whatever he says it is, it's probably not true. Whatever he says it is, it's probably the exact opposite.
We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. Zippity, zombity, zombity zoo. Zombity, zombity zoo.
Amazing.
Gotta find a way into the maintenance room.
I just cannot imagine this kind of
Oh shit, a sledgehammer.
gameplay, can you? Oh wait, there is no gameplay. There hasn't been any gameplay.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Easily amused. I am still so glad I made that for GTG all those years ago. It is one of the easiest things I've ever made. One of the stupidest things I've ever made. But I love it. Sometimes simple is better. Oh, something I want to show you guys if I can find it. Where would I have?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have it anymore.
The soothing sounds of Barry White during the zombie apocalypse.
I may not have it anymore.
I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. All employees. Repeat, all employees.
All employees.
I am one of all
Do I still have it?
going to the platform.
I made something a while ago. I don't know if I still have it though. I am not seeing it.
All employees.
I know where I can find it. Just a moment. Shorts. I haven't uploaded yet. If I did, it would be. Damn, I want to show you guys. There it is. Can I download this? Since I uploaded it. Download. There it is. Right, 1 second.
Just cruising around YouTube, trying to find something to watch. I see a man streaming a new game, so I click on it. First thing I hear is, well, eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Snort, beg, repeat.
That's like how I got it to be like
Snort,
normal.
beg, repeat. Snort, beg, repeat.
As the music cuts in, hair goes crazy.
Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat.
Okay, that's enough of that. Go back to Snort Books. And so far it's been 5 minutes since he had to go use the bathroom, guys. Suck it down like a snake? What? Let's see if Pig Goes has it. Hasn't updated since like February. The only thing happened after February, Pig Go doesn't find it. Womp womp. I'm one of all employees, guys. So send me money. What's his monthly bills at? Too much. He's got 2 internet bills. His car's about to be paid off. July will be the last payment for his car. So I'm thinking, so yay, big celebration in August for him paying off his car. I think that'd be funny. And they'd be like, no, my car got paid. Oh, wait, actually, my car is paid off. But I can't tell you guys because then you know I got $378 a month extra. That $378 a month, that's got to go to other bills, guys. No one ever the extra $378 a month just because I paid off my car. That's got to do the other bills. Yeah. I'm still thinking August 1st, or around August 1st, I'll have a video come up celebrating him paying off his car. Congratulations, DSP. It only took you like 7 years to pay off your car. No, 6 years. Because he got it in 2017, I do believe. But congratulations, DSP. It took you 6 years to pay off your car. Mind you, you could have flat out fucking bought it if you weren't playing WWE Champions. And Supercard. And Street Fighter Duel. And Dokkan Battle. And Esteviz. And Future Flight or Twin Alliance. Whatever the other games you were playing. Like, holy shit, DSP. Probably 150 grand, if not more, at this point, he's put into mobile games. Easily $150,000. And all the different mobile games that he plays. You could have paid off that car. Easily. You could have flat out just showed up and done, boom, some of that car and been done. Moron. Can you imagine? Do I buy a car or do I pay 6 years of interest on it while dumping all my money into a mobile game? Well, multiple mobile games. And he chose mobile games. 2 minutes away from 10-minute break. Are you down in the kitchen getting drunk? Trying to finish off that tequila bottle? Faces on the fucking floor. Oh, DSP on the floor. How about we shoot him in the face? So right now I'm a bit of a showhole. I finished the anime that I was watching in dubbed. I finished the anime I was watching in sub. I haven't picked up a new anime yet. I do have a cat, but it's not Jasper. Space cat. Military cat. Samurai cat. Yeah, none of them look like Jasper, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Probably Art Bell. Wonder Egg? Let's Google that. Wonder Egg. Wonder Egg Priorities. Psychological horror. Holy shit, that sounds awesome. Is it on Crunchyroll? It is on Crunchyroll. Is it dub or sub only? I finally figured out a way to watch subbed anime. For the longest time I couldn't because ADD is off the fucking charts. But I finally found a way to watch subbed anime. So glad I did because I've been able to watch so many more, like From Me to You, and of course School Days, Nice Boat. I say he could definitely do the little bottles instead of buying a big old jug. Guys, I only bought 10 bottles of Fireball, so we can only do 10 shots. Yeah, but I like being able to do, a dozen things at once. I like being able to watch whatever show or movie, play Diablo 2, dick around on my phone. Like, doing multiple things at once is how I like to do things. But I did find a way to finally be able to sit down and watch subbed. Also, sometimes the sub voices annoy me. Like, I hear Goku's voice in subbed. It's like, why the fuck is Minnie Mouse voicing Goku? Okay, Frieza, we gonna have a problem? Huh? Like, the fuck? That doesn't sound like Goku. Then again, no, grow up with Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, whatever. Yeah, you get used to Goku's English voice, not the Minnie Mouse voice. Yeah, he was so unable to blow bubbles anymore. He had to get the guns. And we're 12 minutes into his short break, guys. Ryan is on set with Hugh. I have not watched Edge Runners yet. That's on my list. But I got so much on my list already. Like, I watched, I think, the first 3 or 4 seasons of Venture Brothers. Then I didn't watch it after... Oh. What's her name? Morpheus's daughter. And then Dean, didn't break up because they're never really dating, but that they came to agreement that they would never date. And then the Monarch was no longer I can't remember the last time I stopped watching Venture Brothers, so I started watching it again. But only like here and there. Well, Florida Dark, he's already saying, guys, I'm not going to ask for it. Hint, hint. I ain't going to be asking for anything, guys, I swear. Wink, wink. There's no point in me asking for more contributions after what we had yesterday. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Say no more, say no more.
So
All right, he's back.
I'm really liking the game. The more I play, it grows on me.
Unfortunate.
And I like that now we're planet hopping all over the place, right? Now we're on Jeddah again.
Unfortunately, he's
a
back.
new
Only took him
cool
14
dungeon that has
minutes.
these wind mechanics in it, right? So
Yeah,
good
9
stuff.
tequila shots, and mind you, the bottle's
Good-
already
good
open.
stuff.
There's already tequila missing from the bottle when he
here we go.
started.
Let's get everything on here. The game gets good now. It says flip the trees. Does it now? Does it now? Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I feel like the initial planet of Kobo was just too lengthy, and now that we're actually going around these different planets, doing these different dungeons and stuff, I think it's fun. And again, I like this broadsword style lightsaber stance too. It's really neat.
And we're also
Okay.
2 minutes away from a 2-hour pre-stream.
Let's see here. So I think, hold on.
Legend of
I
the...
received a $1 tip, and
Galactic
someone was being very
Hero.
critical of me. Of course, they're being very critical of me 11 plus years ago. They're saying, when you say things like you're the realest and most honest person on the internet, and then you say stuff like Kojima is an asshole or a bundle of sticks. I don't remember saying he was a bundle of sticks, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. I don't even know what that means.
Oh my god,
Sends
it's
mixed
a...
signals.
it's
Yes,
a-
like I said, I've definitely
Just like a cigarette
look
is
back
also
at
known
my
as an
past.
FA.
over these years.
Bundle
and
6 is also known as an
apologize for
FA.
the
you
kind of
know.
shit that I used to say, because I could tell you this right now. I used to say and do stuff for shock value that was not meant to be taken seriously. And it was always over the top, nonsensical stuff like that. That was meant to get a rise
Came
out
out
of
in
my
88
audience,
and finished in 97.
you know,
Holy shit,
and
that was a while
entertain them.
ago.
A lot of people liked the fact that I seemed to be
Lasted
this
a long time.
unfiltered, you know, guy who
Oh, don't tell me it's on high
basically
dive.
criticized,
Don't
who
have
would-
that.
who would scream and rage and say all that ridiculous stuff. That was what part of the whole deal of what made me appealing on YouTube back in the day. You understand? Today I look at that and I'm like, that was stupid. I wasn't responsible with the things that I said and did back in the day. I know that now. Back then I didn't get
2
it.
hours.
I thought YouTube
We've
was
now
just
gone
for
2
the
hours
lulz,
of his
just for
stream
the
with
laughs.
no gameplay.
I didn't think that anything really mattered on YouTube. It was just a fuck around place. I thought people kind of got that about my content back then too. But then what happened is over the years, people started to take offense. People wanted to have more serious content. And I changed. I started doing way more serious game reviews. I started doing more serious playthroughs. You know, notice how my playthroughs used to all be rushed. Finish as soon as possible. And then they turned into, okay, take as much time as you can and want. Do all the side content. Get a great idea of what the game is so you can review it fully.
And make
You
more
see?
money on it, hopefully.
Things change. But no, I agree with this tipper. Yeah, and you're talking, you know, like the 2010, 11, and maybe even 2012 years. You're absolutely right. That's the kind of stuff that I constantly put out. And
When you were 30.
admittedly, people didn't like me for it at one point. And that's, I feel, one of the many reasons.
You were
but
30
a major
years old
reason
doing
why the
that
internet
shit.
kind of turned against me. At one point, the shtick was funny. Then people kind of got tired of that. And they were upset with me that I was doing these playthroughs that they found offensive, right? And that's how This Is How You Don't Play started.
Because you were trash even back then,
Anyway,
and you're still trash now.
I think it is now time to resume here. Bookworm re-upped their membership for a year. Thank you for a year of support, Bookworm. He says, time flies, good times. Thank you very much, Bookworm. Okay, are we ready to resume?
I don't know, are we? It's your gameplay stream. 2 hours and 1 minute. Still hasn't started.
Okay, so we are back in Jedi Survivor. We had just arrived after scaling this cliffside with all the wind, correct? We'd gotten over here, and now we're going to explore a new area. I'm really liking the new broadsword technique that we've had in the last couple of streams. And here we go. We'd already fought these guys, but I guess we'll do it again. They respawn. Ooh, a double kill. That was beautiful. BD. BD has hacked the robot. Now, what happens here? Does it go attack other enemies? Is this only temporary? I wonder how this works, because we've never done that before, right? We didn't bother with it. It's
How
an
many
ability
hours
we
have you been
only
playing
have
this
it
game?
once.
You've never hacked a robot.
Where's it going? It just kind of stands there? I guess it just kind of stands there, huh?
Alright, well, he's born to shout at me. Oh my. You've been playing this game for hours and you've never hacked a robot before. How is that the first time you've hacked a robot in this game? Yeah, I'm about to dip out too. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Holy shit. Hey, Timo. How did you go this many hours and never actually hack a robot. Fuck it, let's look. See, what part is he on? Holy shit, when's the last time he's played it? So 17 parts, and usually about an hour per part. So you've been playing this game for 17 hours and you never hacked a robot. 17 hours. You've been playing the game for 17 hours and you never hacked a robot before. What's next? Wow, guys, turns out you can actually hit him with the lightsaber. Fuck. And yeah, mind you, he's got what, 100 and... He's got 204,000 subs. $204,000 subscribers. 556, 742, 601, 472, 250. Holy shit. 638, 784, 417. Oh, yay, 902. After 2 days. On a 204,000. He can't even get half a percentage point to watch his stream. He can't get half a percentage point of his subs to watch his videos. I like that. 14, 16, 15. 19, 18, 17. Exact opposite order. Uh, 13, 12, 11. So again, opposite order. 9, 10, 8. 14, 16, 15. Oh my god. Finally, 1K views, so you got half a percentage point to watch. Ooh, there's 1 percentage point of your subs watching. And it's stream number 5. Or video number 5. Because his first few videos of a stream get pretty good, and then it drops off afterwards. Look at that. Part 14, 591 views. He posts them out of order. 39. Oh, wait, no, it goes 38, 39, 36, 37. Wow, DSP. Good job. Also, mister, I don't do the weird faces in React content, guys. Okay, you're gonna tell me none of those are weird faces? And his shorts are even worse. Look at that. The second video is the big ol' React content face you would make in a thumbnail. Oh, look at that. I finally figured out what Atomic Heart is trying to be. And it's you doing a stupid thumbnail view. Yeah, such a punchable face. Such a baseball bat to the skull face. Way to look drunk on stream there, DSP. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is always incredible. Mind you, but back in the day, if a pre-stream went more than an hour, it was considered long. Like, holy shit, guys, it went over an hour. I can't believe it went over an hour, guys. Now it's 2 hours is minimum. 2 hours is normal. Ah, DSP. I get it. You hate playing video games. I get it. You do. But it's your job. Fucking piece of that. And more gamer faces. More React content faces. Yeah, he's the only person I know who can turn a 15-minute demo to an hour-long night stream. You can take a 20-hour game and turn it into 40 hours, and everyone lied. They all lied. Everyone online was saying it was 20 hours to beat, but it took me 40. Everyone lied. Like, well, no one else plays as poorly or as slowly as you do. Like, they didn't lie. They just didn't sit there and cry and beg like you do. Like right now I got about 28 hours or so into Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Let's see what Game Link says it takes. It takes main story 26, but main plus extra, which I've been doing all the side content, 34 hours. So according to Wolong, I probably still have about 8 hours. It's probably going to be longer because first boss kicked my ass for a couple hours. Lubu kicked my ass for an entire stream. So I'll probably be longer than that, but it won't be because I sat there and just stared at chat for an hour going, guy, tell me what to do. Guys, tell me. Guys, if you don't tip me right now, I'm going to keep playing. If you don't use clickbait thumbnails, he's a professional adult gamer, guys. This is his job. This is his business. This is how he pays the bills. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. I know I am. Laundry's done, food's done, movies watched. Got a lot done today already, and I got more to do. Yay!